42 minutes past 6. So put in the comments live. If you watch this in the replay, then push in the comments #replay. If this is your first video content of mine that you're watching, then put in the comments newbie, just so I know how new you are to my content. I will be looking at my phone on other occasion just because I'm using Restream and I can't always see any comments that people are making. So I'll be looking at my phone just so I can answer any questions or stay engaged with any comments that are made. So you see me look at my phone, that's why. So tonight we're going to be talking about 10 essential skills that will help you to grow your business. So the reason why this comes about is a lot of my clients come to me stating that, some of the business owners and they are struggling to grow their business. The business has hit a downturn, and a lot of times when people have a business that's suffering, the first thing they do is they look to make cuts. So make cuts to marketing or to their sales or to the staff. And the problem is those are like the key functions that help the business grow. You need money is like the blood of the business. Marketing is like, I would say, more linked to the mind, and it's how you get your message out there. And then the people is like the heart. And without those three things, the business is going to fail. And obviously, the problem is businesses, they look for cuts when they actually should be doing more marketing or doing more things to bring more money in or building more relationships, because those are the things that can help the business grow. So a lot of my clients have this issue in terms of how the business is failing. And I want to share with you like my top 10 tips that allow you to grow your business in larger scales, save a struggling business, and allow you to, start making more profits, build more relationships, and get your message out there. So let's dive straight into the content. So here we're going to be looking at like the tools that you need to grow your business. So the first thing is you need to understand sales. So these are the master tools for every salesperson. So it doesn't matter what industry or business or job you're in, you will have to be good at sales. So you're always having to sell, whether you're selling your opinions to your friends, your families, or your colleagues. And that could be selling, an idea of going to cinema, having dinner, selling to your friends or your family to go on holiday. You're always having to sell. And it's important that we get skilled at, being able to sell our ideas and our opinions. If you are success and want better results, then you need to start being able to, receive no's, because you're going to get more no's than yeses. But the key thing with a no is that each no you get is closer to a yes. So you want to start getting used to the idea of receiving no's and not getting hit by receiving a no, because you're going to get, like I said, the no's. You're going to get sometimes rejections or mistakes happening, and they're all part of the process, all part of the learning. So you want to develop a thick skin. And the key thing is, you want to start considering yourself as a salesperson, because like I said, you're always selling. So start seeing yourself as a salesperson. And if you can't sell, you won't be able to sell your business, your services, your products, or yourself. So you don't have the tools to sell, then you need to go out and get them. Whether it's taking a course, whether it's getting a coach, surrounding yourself with people who are successful at sales. You want to seek out the skills that will help you better at sales. Number 2 is around your mindset. So the best people sales are people that are focused and they plan. So, you want to have that drive, and that drive is linked to your passion. So having a clear goal that you're working towards. You want to be focused. You want to clear yourself of any distractions that will take you off your path. So cut out any substances, watching things like Netflix, any bad habits, remove any negative people. And then you want to also plan. So you want to have a clear plan of how you're going to achieve your targets. Have a clear plan of like, okay, what am I going to do in the next 12 months? So have like a goal, like 3, 6, 9, 12 months with little milestones that will allow you to know you're hitting your targets. You want to avoid procrastination. So procrastination is like the biggest killer, because it will stop you from taking actions. And procrastination a lot of times stems from not having clarity, not having a clear purpose or passion to what you're doing, and also not having, a focused mindset, so allowing yourself to be distracted by things. You want to learn to love, like I said before, learn to love receiving no's, and they can bring you closer to a yes. So don't fear no. No is your friend. And every no doesn't mean no. It just might mean it's not yet time to do business with you, or not yet time to say yes to you. So, and that tends to come from because you have built enough value. So it's in the value with value providers, and want to add lots of value to our customers or to our friends and families. And to do that, you need to make sure that, you're adding the value. And that's why people might say no to you, because you haven't added enough value. So you also have a mindset that rejection doesn't exist, because most people who are successful don't fear rejection. They see rejection as learning. So, okay, I've been rejected now. What can I learn from this? What can I do better next time? How can I improve myself? And they see it as that way, as feedback to allow them to grow. And so, one of my things I'll challenge you is, I challenge you to go out and offer your services to 100 people and get as many no's as possible. Because by doing that, not only are you having loads of conversations, and it's the more conversations you have, the more business you're going to bring, and the more you're going to be able to get your message out to as many people as possible. But the more conversations and the more no you receive, you're going to get closer to that yes. Because if you ask 100 people, I promise you at least 10 will say yes. Even if 90 have said no, 10 will say yes. And those are the 10 you want to do business with. And you only need 10 out of 100 to do business and have a successful business. So you don't actually need to have 100. You need 10 good fans who love your products and services and want to do business with you. Never prejudge. So the biggest client is always the unexpected. So it could always be someone who's always been lurking, watching your content, never doesn't comment or message you. Or it could be someone, who you least expect that is willing to do business with you. So don't prejudge any of your clients. See everyone as a potential client. And also you want to get rid of any distractions. So get rid of any things like negative people, as I said before, bad habits, anything like that that's going to take you away from your goal. And you want to focus on yourself. So ignore the competition. Stop comparing yourself to your rivals or people around you, because you're never going to hit their targets. And you want to just focus on your results, focus on your actions, your behaviors, and then eventually, if you put work in, success will happen. So focus on yourself and not on other people. So ignore the competition. Number 3 is sales activity. This is, like I said, crucial. Like I said before, sales is one of the key functions in a business, along with marketing and people. So you need to up your sales activity. So there's something called an A player. An A player is someone who's going to want to take up my challenge. So, for example, they're going to put in the comments below a yes or a no. So I want to see you all get big results. And you also want to focus on your hot leads first. So any hot lead you have that's hot, put that as a priority. Don't allow your leads to go cold, because if your leads go cold, then you lost a potential person that you could sell to. So you want to focus on your hot leads, and you also want to vary the times of your follow-up calls. So don't become predictable. Have different call times when you're going to call people, and make sure you always call your clients back, or make sure you always call your leads back, because that will allow you to ensure that you're following up and you're closing deals. So there's 3 kinds of people. There's an A player that goes all in, takes action. There's a B player that gets some results but doesn't always follow up on things, so they allow the leads to go cold. There's a C player that gets nothing done and they're always stuck. And you don't want to be a C player, you don't want to be a B player. You want to be an A player. But as soon as you get a hot lead, you call them up, you follow up, and you do what you said you're going to do. And also, if you want your business to be successful, you want to do a minimum of 2 to 3 hours of sales activity per day, where you're actually looking to acquire new businesses. And that could be follow up on hot leads, having new meetings, new proposal, new leads. And you want to do that. So if you're focusing on 3 hours every day on sales activity, your business will start to grow and you'll start to flourish. So if you're not doing that, look to incorporate that in your daily diary. You're doing 3 hours per day. Number 4, you want to wow your service. So you want to have a wow service, and because that equals raving fans. So a wow person is when you go above and beyond in your service. So for example, let's say you're planning a holiday with a travel agency, and that travel agency not only just books your holiday with you, but when you get there, they've organized dinner, they've organized trips for you, they've organized you to see a show, they've organized safari, they've done all these things and basically planned your trip for you. And then you're just like, wow, okay, they've gone above and beyond. And that's what a wow moment is, where someone goes above and beyond for you that you didn't expect and actually makes the product or service or your experience, incredible for you. So, and the more wow moments you have, the more you create for clients, the more wow moments you have that you create for your clients, the more referrals and repeat business you get. Because if you're making your clients feel wow about you, they will then be your biggest fans. They'll speak to their friends, their colleagues, their family members about your product services and make you out to be the expert and the person they should go to. So wow is one moment is an unexpected moment when a client can't help themselves but just help them say wow. Can't get my words out there. Yeah, they can't help themselves to say wow. This is when you know you have a potential raving fan for your products or services. Look after your raving fans and be careful not to upset them. Nurture and really help them. So with your wow moments, you want to make sure that you're always doing that for all your clients, and you want to your biggest fans, you want to keep them happy, keep them nurtured, and they will be your biggest selling point because they will go out to their friends, their colleagues, their family members and sell your products or services. So you want to make sure that you look after your wow clients. Number 5, you want to maximize your leads. So to do that, you want to log your sales inquiries in a spreadsheet or a diary. So you want to have like a system that allows you to capture your data. So you want to be able to capture people's names, emails, telephones, information, and make sure that you have a system where you're storing that information, so that you can always follow up on these clients or leads and offer like new products. Because a lot of times people forget that they're too busy searching for new clients, but they're sitting on a gold mine, because their gold mine is the fact that they've got clients already, and those clients already are the ones that they should be focusing on doing repeat business, offering new services. Because the more you look after your existing clients, then they're always going to buy from you, and you're not always having to then search for a new client. Because you still need to search for clients to get new business, but you want to be focusing on looking after your current clients, because those are the ones that you're going to have for life if you look after them, you nurture them, you give them good products. So you want to always contact your clients in different ways, through like telephone, Facebook, landline, LinkedIn, Instagram, email. So you want to have different channels you speak to clients, because you want to have different pools as well of how you're acquiring your clients. You're getting clients from different areas. And don't give up if a client doesn't answer first to communication channel. So you don't want to just give up the first hurdle. So if you've emailed someone and haven't responded back, then follow up with a call. Ask them, look, did you get my email? Did you see my email? Just want to follow up the call just to talk about the proposal and more. So don't just give up the first hurdle. Use different channels. So you want to use the tools available to you, and you want to know that every person has a preferred communication. So, some prefer text, phone call, some prefer email, some prefer to be contacted by on the Instagram. So you want to know that there are different ways that people want to be contacted, and that's another reason why you don't give up the first hurdle. Because maybe if you called someone who prefers to be receiving text messages, then maybe obviously a phone call wasn't the right method, so you want to text the person. So always know that no doesn't mean no, and not just give up. Keep going. You'll always be chasing up your hot leads and your cold leads. So because that's the only way, like you don't want to allow your clients to go totally cold where they've completely forgotten about you, because people forget. People will see different adverts, different products, all because it's a saturated market. And if you allow people to go completely cold where you've not followed up on a hot lead, that you had a hot lead and you left it like 3 weeks later to call them up, or you've not given your cold leads enough value, then you're going to suffer. The success of your business relies on you following up your leads to generate sales. So if you don't follow up on your leads, you won't generate sales, and then you won't build your business. Number 6, never give up. I love this idea of like, you don't want to ever give up. Always persistently keep going. If you want results, you will have to follow up until you get a definite no. Until the person says, no, I don't want to do business with you, then never give up. If you know that your service is top quality and you can solve a problem, then it's down to you to follow up with your leads, because you're doing a disservice. If you know you have a product that's going to help people, then you're doing a disservice if you just give up. If a lead says no, always question to find out why. So you want to find out exactly why they said no, because it could be a case of maybe they just have the money right now, or maybe they haven't got the time, whatever it is. You want to find out what the reason is, and then you can then offer an alternative product to them that will solve them. So if they can't afford your exclusive product, you want to have like a low tick offer that still allows them to access your services. So you don't want to just give up. You want to have different kind of tiers for your coaching packages. It's likely other leads will also say no if a lead says no. So that's why you want to question as well to find out why, because other people say no to you. And then it also allows you to address any issues in your service. So if people say no, then there might be something wrong with your product or services. And then you want to go away and fix those issues. And then approach the same customers again, saying, look, I've fixed these problems. I listened to what you said, and it's a new product. So, and also this will also help you deal with any objections you're getting, because once you fix a product, you show you listen to them, and people aren't going to object to you because they think, okay, well, you actually do listen, you do care for what your clients are saying, and then you've actually corrected the issues, and then the objections you're having of the no's will decrease. So that's another reason why you need to be persistent. Number 7, you want to master relationships. Like I said before, one of the key things in business is relationships. So care about your clients' results. That empathy will travel a long way to clients. If your clients really know that you care and you're actually doing it because you want them to get results, then they will be endeared to you and see, okay, look, you're the perfect person for me, and you're the person I should be doing business with. So a good relationship will mean clients will want to celebrate your brand and your seminars or your products. So that's why it's essential you build that. So you want to increase your engagement with your clients. So regularly having communication with clients, especially like for example, in lockdown, business had to adapt because everyone was at home and they weren't able to do things like face-to-face kind of business. You had to do it through online. It meant you had to increase your communication. So you had to make sure your clients knew that they were still important to you, that you're going to still be providing them with products or services to support them during lockdown. So you want to make sure that you are regularly communicating with your clients. Remember, you only need 10 raving fans as clients to build a good business. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to write down your 2 to 3 relationships in business. And what did you enjoy about them? And what did you do to build relationships? Because if you do that, that will allow you to then know how you can then go about building more relationships. Note all the relationships you have with your best clients, and it will really help because they will, like I said, they will do your advertising for you. If you really help a client, they will introduce you to more like-minded people like them. So, if you've helped, I don't know, say Steve, and you've gone above and beyond and really transformed his life, then he'll meet you to another colleague that's similar to him, called Tom, and that's another lead comes your way. So you want to build the relationships because relationship capital is crucial in business. You need lifetime clients where they have bought 10 products from you, because if someone's bought 10 products from you, they're always willing to buy from you because they love your services, they love your products, and they're always going to be people to buy your products or services. So go over and above for your clients and you'll receive back tenfold. That's again linked back to the wow. So the more you wow your clients, your existing clients, the more they're going to continue to buy from you, and the more they're going to tell people around them, their friends, their family, their colleagues, to buy from you or to go to you. And that will also prove your brand, and that'll help you as well get more leads. So master your relationships. Number 8 is you want to identify your clients. So who are your clients? So it's really important because a lot of businesses, when they start their businesses, they don't know who the clients are. And they just decide to put a product out there and hope it sticks to everyone. And it doesn't work that way. So you want to know who are your clients. And so you need to identify who is your client pool. So the way to do that is to think, okay, what are the needs of people in the world? What do they want? What are their pains and challenges? Once you identify this, then you can then bring in an upsell, which is where you sell them to a more higher product, or you can do a downsell, which is sell them to like a lower ticket product, or you can do cross-selling. For example, cross-selling could be where you're running a coaching business, you've got a client right now, and then you've got a friend of yours who's a personal trainer, and you say to your friend, look, I'll introduce you to this client who's looking to lose weight, and then I'll get percentage out of any products you sell. And that's a cross sell because you're selling them across to another coach, and that helps you bring more money to yourself. So that's what you can do when you identify who your client is. And you also then want to know, where's your client shop? So for example, where are you going to find the clients? Is it going to be Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn? And then where is it that your client likes? So you want to have a clear client avatar, what it is your client likes, in terms of like their passions, their hobbies, their interests, what they do for fun. And then you want to also think of, okay, well, what's the client personality? Are they, there's 4 different kind of personality types, and you want to know what is the personality type, so you can then sell to them in the correct way. So, there's diamonds, clubs, spades, and clovers, and so you want to understand I'm not going to go into detail for that because that's a long one, but you want to understand which client falls into which category, and then you can sell to them. And then once you understand that, you want to create a product that solves a client problem. So for example, if your clients are struggling in terms of managing the time properly, then if you create a product that helps people to manage the time properly and schedule their day in a way that allows them to be more efficient with time, then you solve a client problem. And so that's what we're going to be doing. So that's why you're identifying your clients, because then you want to be able to solve a problem, and that will then make you the market expert and the go-to person in your industry. Number 9, these are the 4 keys that you need in order to be able to sell. So the first one is, if you want to communicate why people should buy from you, you need to be able to sell yourself, because you are the face of the product. So any business you have, you're the people are buying into you, not the business. So you can have an amazing business, but people are buying into you because they want to know why why your service. Why should I buy from you than the person down the road? And that's why you want to be able to have a strong brand story, have a strong image, and have a strong product or services. And you want to be able to communicate that in a way that people understand that. So you also want to be available and always answer calls. So always make yourself available to answer questions, answer calls, because like I said, people are buying into you. The next one is you want to sell the company. So this is where you need to have good branding and show success stories. So you want to show like case studies, client success stories, have products, journey videos, share any awards the company's won, share the good feedback that you've had over your products, like good customer service, all those kind of things. Because the more you show that, it sells the brand and allows people to then see, okay, look, you're the person I want to go to in order to solve this problem. Next one, you want to sell your products. So you want to start selling results. So this is a result business, so people want to buy results. That's what they care about at the end of the day. Like, is your product or service going to help me? And has it helped other people? So you want to be communicating strongly what results your products bring people, so that people know straight away, this product is going to solve my need of losing weight, or it's going to solve my need of being able to save my money on my electricity and gas bills. So start selling results, start getting testimonials for your products or services, and then especially video testimonials, start getting those video testimonials, and then start showing those to people that, look, these are the results my product or services bring in. This is what the person was like before, this is how they are now afterwards. And the next thing is you want to sell the deal. So what is the value that you can provide? What do people get when they buy your product or services? And that's the crucial thing here. So what is it that your product's going to give them? So what's the end goal? So you always want to have this end goal vision you're taking your clients on. So what is it they're going to get at the end? Are they going to get more financial freedom, more free time, better health? Are you going to increase their revenue? These are the things that you want to be thinking about, because you also want to link what's important to the client. So for a lot of people, they want to have more free time with their family, financial freedom, improve their business, build a legacy. You want to link it back to that. So what is your product going to deliver your client at the end? And how does your product outstrip the pains, making it a no-brainer to buy your services? So again, your product needs to outstrip any pains that customers have, so that it becomes a no-brainer to buy from you. So those are kind of things that you need to be thinking about when it comes to selling. And if you can master those things, then you're going to be on the right pathway in order to achieve big results. So 10, and the final one is closing the deal. So you want to help your clients to make a decision. So by this point, you want to be at the point when it comes to making a sale, you've shown the value of your product, you've shown why your product outweighs any pains, and you've shown why what the product's going to bring your clients, what's the end goal. And so you made it so clear that it's a no-brainer for your client to say yes to you. So closing the deal should be the easiest thing if you follow the process I've explained previously. If a relationship has been qualified, nurtured, and built correctly, the client will be asking you how to complete the deal. And that's how you know you've done your job correctly. If your client is saying to you, look, when we get started, how do we close this deal? What's next? They're eager to get started, then you know you've done your job. But if your client says no, then you haven't given enough value. You haven't shown why the client needs it. You haven't shown why they should buy from you. You haven't given them enough reason for you to be seen as the expert. So you want to make sure, like I said, you've built the value. You've thought of why your product solves a problem. You've shown the value your product brings, and you've shown why they should buy from you. So when you've done all those things, it then makes you a no-brainer for them to say yes to you. If a lead is saying no, it's because you haven't built up the relationship enough. You haven't added enough value. If you really believe in your services, then it's your obligation to ask for business. And that's another thing. A lot of times that people are too scared to close a deal and to put a price on their products, or they undersell their products, which gives them the service, because the thing is, people aren't going to buy from you if they feel the product isn't of high value. So, if you offer in a coaching package and you've got all these skills, and then you offer your coaching package for £100, or you offer it for free, people aren't going to respect or see you as a person of value. But if you say, look, my product's £400, and then people are willing to buy from you, because they think, okay, well, the more price you have on it, and you've added lots of value, you've got the client success stories, the more people are going to see you as a person of value and value your services. So never be afraid to ask for business, because you're in this thing to help people and add value, but you're also in it to make money. So never be afraid to ask for business, and never be afraid to state your price, because you want to say it with, knowing that your service or products are valuable and they help people. And that's what it comes back to. Do you really believe in your products or services? Because if you don't believe in it, then it's going to be very hard for you to communicate that to your clients. And the last thing I'd say to you, at the end of this, I'd tell you to go and follow up on any leads that you have. So if you've got a business, follow up on any leads that you've left, any hot leads or cold leads. Figure out what the right communication channel is and reach out to them, and then find out what's going on for them and how you can support them, and then offer any value to them. Where it could be a free book, free video, whatever it is, offer some value to them, and then build up the relationship again with them. So make sure you are following up your leads. So for a lot of my clients, when they've followed the steps I've shared to you tonight, they've seen huge successes in their business. The business has grown at a phenomenal rate because, they follow the correct process. They are spending the time, doing 3 hours of sales activity per day, 3 hours of marketing per day, and they're following the correct process, and they're following up in leads. They're not taking no for an answer. They're seeking out the no's. They've got a clear understanding of what the client needs, wants, desires are, and with all that, they're on the pathway to achieving their results, achieving their goals they've set out to be. And so I've seen huge successes with my clients following this process, and you can have the same success as well if you follow this process. If we just follow that process, you will start to see different results, different growth, and different successes. So if you enjoyed tonight's live, then put in the comments below top stuff. If you stay to the end, comment A player. I want to see my A players. I also want you to tell me one thing you can take away from tonight's video and implement straight away in your life, because it's in the implementation and the action taking that you'll start to see difference in your changes. If you want to copy the slides, I'll put a link to the slides in the comments below so you can get a copy of those, so you can read those. I'm also doing another live tomorrow, so check that out. And also, I'm going to say to you this. So I've got a Facebook group called the Confidence Building Members Network. And it's an elite private group that's geared around helping professionals, business owners, entrepreneurs to master their confidence, increase their income, create a winning mindset, and help them grow their business or start a business. So definitely join that group, because you'll get lots of packed key insights. I'll be sharing things like events. I interview people. So I have special guest speakers come on. I interview them. There's a chance for you to also be interviewed. I do Q&As, lots of key content videos. You can also share videos that inspire you, motivate you. On Mondays, you can sell your products or services to other members. So it's a chance for you to do business. It's a chance for you to build relationships, and you get supported by other like-minded people. So it's a no-brainer, and it's a free group. So all you got to do is go to Facebook, find the Confidence Builders Members Network, and join the group. And also tell your friends and families and colleagues to join the group too, because it will also add them lots of value and lots of support and give that accountability they need. So I'm doing another live tomorrow as well at 6 p.m. So check that out. Otherwise, thanks everybody for being on tonight's live. Take care, and we'll catch up soon. Bye-bye.